If you're gonna hate responsibly. I never thought as a kid I'd ever learn how to hate, but I have. You look at things in history when you were growing up and you thought, how do people ever get to that stage? Well, it doesn't happen overnight. As me, learning to hate has not happened overnight. We were talking about, oh, by the way, I've just taken my glasses off and they're bifocals, so now I feel like I'm up a lot taller in the truck, just saying. Anyway, I was working last summer, PAYE. I was staying away in a van, you might have remembered. On a good week, I could earn £1,500 a week. That was mental. But obviously that wages weren't going to stay like that for very long, and it was going through an agency that the company wasn't ready to work for. But whatever. I had to pay £500 a week in tax. And I could not bring myself. I've opted for a job that pays a lot lower, right, and that's local. Obviously, we've been through all about the reasons what happened over Christmas, but the thing is, I couldn't willingly, happily, and even being a patriot, pay £500 a week in tax to people who will use that money against you, who will use that money to actively seek for your downfall. Give an example. It would be like giving, say for instance you got a baseball bat, it'd be like giving somebody a baseball bat to beat you with. When you know that the money's not going to go on, say for instance, good education for the kids, building up a military force that, not to go to war with, but because it's a good way of schooling the kids, exactly, you know, taking kids off the street and turn them into men. The fact that it's not going to go into building an NHS system that's actually worth it because that's been corrupted. You know where I'm going with this. I can move on, but I would actually earn less happily, right? And I'm self-employed, and you earn less but you pay less tax, and I would actively go without rather than pay money to a government that are bringing people into this country who, by some of their admissions, and I have seen the footage now of them saying, we're soldiers, we're here to work with your army. That was worrying. Okay, that's not all of them, because a lot of the people that are coming over are scammers and grifters and whatever else, but some of them are actually military trained people coming over here to allegedly pair up with our army. What's that for? I don't know. What will that be about? I don't know either, but it ain't going to be good, is it? So I don't want to pay any money towards a system that's going to facilitate that. How do you feel when you know that you're having this money taken off you? And let's be honest, taxes is nothing more than theft by menace, right? I understand that the system around us, having your bins taken out, sweeping the streets, lots of other things cannot happen, in theory, without the taxpayer. Although some countries, I think, when they're run differently, might operate differently. I don't know about that part. I'm a lorry driver. I don't know about the finer points to this stuff, but I'm led to believe that with our taxes that helps to go pay for services. How much do we need to pay? Well, nowhere near as much. But when I know that there's hotels up and down the country where these people are living in 3, 4 and 5 star, preferably 4 and 5 star hotels, and then we're not putting the money into the old people who are starving and freezing, or the military, ex-military that are now on the streets because you've not looked after them. We've been through all this. I don't feel that I can actually pay huge sums of tax as a patriot. Whereas before, somebody would just said, oh, you don't want to pay your tax because you're trying to avoid taxes. The rich don't pay tax. The rich have found all of these different ways. They've got trusts, they send the money offshore. There's very little that they'll actually pay in tax. But us, we get screwed through the ground. How do you feel about it? I actually think that paying as little into it, the system now, as possible, is even an act of fucking being a patriot. Tell me what you think. I mean, there's going to be fucking people on the left that think I'm absolutely crazy, but hey, hurt me, daddy, because that's the left all over. Give me more taxes, give me more pain. I love the system. Fuck off. They're not all like that on the left though, but a load of them are just lemmings, fucking lemmings. But yet again, I'm talking to people at the moment who I would least think have got it, and they've got it. This is a good thing. This is a very good thing. Because the more people that have got it, at some point, we'll have to act on it. We'll wait till then. Meanwhile, I'll carry on working and earning less There's one of our other drivers who I didn't think got it, but he got it more than most actually, which is fair play. And if he's watching this, you know who you are. But yeah, there you go. 2 of the videos on the main channel today. Don't forget, cross-pollinate, share my other channels with people because they might not know I've got them. I'm trying to put out as much content as I can given the time that I have, because this job is flat out. And I also broke my phone holder because it was wibbling and wobbling all over the place, so at the moment I'm using something else, which actually I have to say is working better than I expected. Much better than I expected. But I would love to get a phone holder that would be made out of metal rather than that cheap plastic rubbish, so that when you set it up tight, the camera doesn't wobble all over the place. So if any of you know of any really decent, I don't care how much it costs, because it will prove worth it in the end, obviously. Now, it ain't that turning, is it? Because we fucked up here before. It's up there. Right, I'm off to do a bit more. I'll see you in a bit.